I should probably come explore this place a bit more at some point. I completely forgot this was a thing. Rurik. Thanks for coming. Must be quite a shock to you. The big boss, Cassiopeia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf, all for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? I'm ready. Thanks. Oh look, it's Clive again. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology missed time. Preparations took longer than expected. That voice. Are you Clive? Penny, so it was you after. Is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, will do. It would be hilarious, wouldn't it, if it was just a generic NPC, but also, you know. Then allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No. Penny. Now bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. Announced by Penny of Team Star, who has the best goddamn battle music in Pokemon history. There's no right rocking this hard. But yeah, I won't hold back in this battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. Penny being like the third unique NPC in the that you meet in the story and in the general lessons and all that kind of gave it away. I really need to get a better fighting move on Shocker here. That was actually a pretty good turn. Sorry, this is just such a good song. God damn. Really? Damn you, Penny. Wait, did you just dig me out? Like, dig first dig? Why was that a one-turn dig? What's going on there? Flareon. Oh, you're just gonna have all the evolutions. Nice. Nice. Flareon is one of the ones I haven't caught yet either. I've caught most of them out in the world. Yeah, that was fine. That was expected. Ooh, actually, my alternative here is weak to fire as well. Yeah, of course. I mean, I guess I'll find out as I go, but I'm guessing the one missing is Sylveon. Vaporeon. Look at Quavel over there. He's not actually recording it. He's got his Rotom phone recording it. Lazy bum. And they all have baby doll eyes. Of course they do. That's weird. Can you actually see that? You can, barely. Because this side is the one that actually has more camera. Yeah. Leafeon. I hope I can refight Penny whenever I want. I know that I'm gonna have to post-game refight the gym leaders. I'm hoping that I'll also be able to refight Penny just for this music. I just thought if the next one is Glaceon after Leafeon, I can just stay in. It is not, it is Jolteon. I mean, Screamy, your turn. Yeah, no, that's fine. My defense is good enough that I don't mind that, and you got poisoned, which is bonus. Followed by one shot. Like, this team actually does cover a lot of bases. Oh, they do have a Sylveon. Okay. So they haven't shown Espeon or Glaceon yet. I wonder which one's going to be missing. Against Sylveon, a fairy type. Tinkaton, let's go. I can't fault you on your battle skills at all. No wonder you managed to beat the bosses. Hammer Time breaks the mold. Oh. Is there 8 evolutions now? I thought there was only 7, but we didn't see Glaceon and we didn't see Espeon. The 3 elementals, Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. Yeah, okay, there's 8. Go, my precious Tinkaton. Time to Terrestrialize, shine bright like the starry sky, and become who you really are. Ooh, Penny can barely manage to hold the ball while Terrestrializing. Interesting. Fairy vs Fairy, who's gonna win? The one with a Steel type move. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking there was only 7 and that we'd only miss 1, but there's 8, so we're missing 2. And the 2 we're missing are Glaceon and Espeon. There we go. Unfortunately, good music gone. Sorry, Penny, you lose. It's all over now. Hey, wanna join my team? I need help getting to Area Zero. It's finally over, guys. It's done. We're done here. I think we should call it quits. Hold up. Are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking. We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed. Merely did we declare our intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. It was a bloodless victory, we assure you. Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokemon, they just blow it and apologize a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and they all end up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free. I guess you're right, this little stunt might have put us up the creek. I'll fix this mess up on my end, just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this. So I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh, noble and kind Big Boss, you cannot. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Yeah, what about you? I can't go back. Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore, right? All I can say to you guys is, thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were all so kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? I need to go take care of some things. Privy, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, Big Boss, answer us! She was just out there, okay. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Shouldn't they have heard the double echo? Like, I get it for cinematic reasons, but shouldn't they have heard the double echo there? Thanks for everything, Rurik, and you too, Clive. I'm glad I could see this through to the end. I guess this is it for Team Star, and me too. Hold that thought, Miss, Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check what? Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this? I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them. So it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband. Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them, even leave the team. Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. That's the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star know? What do your friends in the team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. My friends were my power all along. Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny. Huh? Now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Hey, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out. Wait, she actually fell for the whole Clive is Clavel thing? Really? Really? Penny, I just lost a lot of respect for you. Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal to you my own secret identity. Ha! Director Clavel? Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise. The boy you knew as Clive was mine. But why? I needed a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers after all. Much so when faced with the director of the academy. Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about the wig. She's gonna rip a new one. Ahem, there's quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you come on out? They were here all along. Huh? Yo, big boss. Long time no see. Momo. More like long time no meet, right? I mean, we only found out your real name just now. Melly. Verily, it is a long-hidden countenance, a sight for sore eyes, my lady. Atticus. So, I heard your real name's Penny? How have you been this whole time? Audie. We found you at last. No idea how worried we've been. Harry. Okay, gang. On the count of 3. 1, 2. Hasta la vista, Cassiopeia. And hello, Penny. Still can't believe that animation of theirs is ridiculous. Now then, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies. Come again? As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure. Huh? I still don't... I mean... Why? You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star, and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced at the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But now I know this piece was built on the backs of your hurt and anger. And of course, your immense courage in putting things to right. And so I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband, and my threat to expel those who did not obey, are hereby revoked. Does that mean what I think it means? Indeed, Team Star can continue to exist, should that be your wish. Woohoo! Penny, isn't this great? Now we can all stay together! Oh, mine heart is giddy with glee. I betrayed all of you. You mean Operation Starfall? Director Clavel told us all about it. But as we heard, you only went through with it to save us from getting expelled. You were just worried about us, right? Yeah, not like we'd ever chuck the team just because someone told us to after all. Ain't our style. Hey, Reno. Welcome on in. Nice to see ya. I cannot even begin to imagine how you must have feared for us, Lady Penny. Sorry for making you worry. Sorry for making you worry, BB. We're all okay now. But even so... Hold on, everyone. I've got more to say. As previously stated, the requirement for Team Star disband has been revoked. However, there are still some unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protracted truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized usage of academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked. They're in trouble. Thus, as punishment, you will all be required to engage in community service. Community service? Yes. Specifically, I'll be asking you to manage the STCs. And that stands for Star Training Centers. There should be facilities for cultivating Pokemon trainers' talents. I plan for the Academy to found them in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Master Rook battling his way through your bases. It wasn't really battling, it was really easy. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students in Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your former bases as training facilities. And that is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns? No. It sounds like fun, so I don't see how that'd be anything but a win-win. It's maybe a weird thing to say since the STCs is supposed to be a punishment and all, but you should totally join in too, Penny. It is true. We would most happily have you at our sides, my lady. And go to school together too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you. We're already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and school in our lives. That'd be a sweet deal for us. So what do you say? You guys. Rurik, what do you think? Give it your best. Huh? I just... No need to give your response right this moment, Miss Penny. Do take some time to decide. For now, at least, I think our little group should go their separate ways. Not to say you should break up Team Star after all. I simply meant it is time to leave. Master Rurik, please stop by my office later if you would. Sorry, Rhino. Yeah, of course. Don't know why I said Reno the first time. Rhino makes more sense. How you doing, Rhino? Good to have you back on the channel. It's really nice to see a couple of repeat viewers coming in tonight. Okay, off to Director Clavel's office. That is the bathroom. I haven't been in this room since the very start of the game. I'm kind of curious to see what's in the nurse's office, because I don't think I've ever talked to Nurse Miriam, but... Director's office. Hello, Director Clavel. Here you are, Master Rurik. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. If not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincere gratitude. Knock, knock, knock. Who is it? It's Penny. Miss Penny, do come in. Hello, Director. About the STCs. I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star. That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response. But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think. Why so? Because of Operation Starfall? No, not that. Because of the other really bad thing I did. And what would that be? You know, the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall. I got hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokemon League's LP management system. I see. That is quite the revelation. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place. It wasn't all that I mean, I'm really sorry and I won't do it again. This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I'll have to consult Miss Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed. I figured as much. I do apologize, Master Rook, but I'll have to ask you to give us some privacy. Fine, kick me out, why don't you? I'll go form my own Pokemon League. Is that just to check, but is that just the end of that storyline for now? I guess so. I guess the continuation of that and recruiting Penny will happen after I beat the Elite Four still. Though I'll just double check the schoolyard, because that's where we just did that fight. And if not, then we're gonna head to the Pokemon League. Oh, I cannot ride my ride in here. Why not? But no, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's do a quick look down, see if there's any one actually, like if she shows up anywhere on the screen. She does not. So, let's head over to the Pokemon League and get that going. Rotototo. Really? Benny? There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you meet me in front of the school stairs? You know, where we first met? I'll be waiting. Sure thing, Penny. Hasta la vista. The six of us thought of that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know, so you admit it's cringy. Anyway, about the LP thing. I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. What happened? The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavel and that Gita lady kept complimenting me, like, a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something? Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but, thank you so much. You saved Team Star and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done. So here. Ooh! Draco Meteor, nice. I'm sure you'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. I have something for you. So next time, I'll be the one helping you, Ruru. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. I actually have exactly something you can do to repay that debt. Softball Street complete.